Yes, I am filming a video, and yes, let's just address this. When Molly was a puppy, she ate my chair. I keep it covered up with a throw, but I have it off because I was cleaning it. So, surprise, I have a dirty little secret. And I'm getting ready to share a few more secrets with you. So, stay tuned. I'm sitting here in my dining room floor. I am about to wrap up my spring cleaning and Easter decorating, and I was preparing this video for today, which is Sunday when the video goes out. Yesterday, when I was filming, I had a bit of a panic attack. And sometimes when I'm filming and I have a panic attack, I take my camera and I go sit and I film with the intention of putting that out at some point, but I never do it because I'm too much of a coward, I guess, to do that, or just I feel too vulnerable. Not so much as not a coward, I just feel vulnerable doing that. I always have the intention that, maybe I'm gonna put this out, but then I never do. I was hanging up some curtains yesterday, had a panic attack, sat down and filmed and talked from the heart for like over 20 minutes. And when I got finished filming that video and the panic attack was over, I pulled up my friend Joy from Organized with Joy. I pulled up her Thoughtful Thursday, and I love her Thoughtful Thursday videos. And she was being vulnerable and having a heart-to-heart. And I was like, Joy's being brave enough to pull this out, to put this out. Joy is one of my dearest friends here on YouTube. She's kind of inspiring me that maybe this is a sign that I need to put out what I just filmed, because I knew that, because Joy and I are friends, and I knew that she was putting out a different kind of Thoughtful Thursday, but I did not know the topic. I didn't know what it was going to be about, like nothing like that. Of course, there's a group of us and we always chat over on Marco Polo daily. And lately we have talked a lot about authenticity and content creating. And so I guess that was just kind of on the forefront of my mind. So our videos kind of intertwine. They're both just kind of real, raw, authentic videos. I just feel really led on my heart. And then after doing that and then seeing Joy do her video, I was like, I think I'm supposed to put this out into the world. I don't know why I'm supposed to put this out into the world. I hope I don't scare people away. Like, that's my fears, is scaring people away and being like, oh my gosh, I don't know, because I was being raw and vulnerable, and that's scary to put yourself out there like that. But I think I'm gonna do it. And this video where I'm deep cleaning all of this will be out next Thursday or Sunday. I haven't decided which day yet, but I'm deep cleaning in my dining room. Actually, I just finished that up. I just have to do my Easter decorating, and that's what I'm gonna do today. So, putting this video out instead. And it's just a behind the scenes, real content creation video. It's about, I think what I was talking about in my video is, it's the truth about content creating and about scrolling through social media. So I just wanted to share this with you guys, and I hope that the right people or person who this video was meant for, I feel like there's one person, maybe a couple of people that this video is meant for. So I hope this video finds you, and I will be back Tuesday with a tiny tidy and more cleaning content, because I am working so hard on cleaning and decorating. I'm really nervous about it, and I would love your feedback, I think, in the comments. But I love you. And Lily says she loves you too. So I am in the middle of filming a video. I don't have a ton of time, and I don't know if I'll ever put this out into the YouTube universe or if I will put it with the video or put it out separately. But I was kind of having a moment, and I was going to just retreat and feel better and then come back and finish my cleaning. But I thought this would be a good time to share how I'm feeling. When I was 30 years old, I was diagnosed with severe panic disorder. Basically what happened, I've struggled with anxiety and panic my whole life. And when I was 30, I was driving and I had a really bad panic attack, and I thought I was gonna die. I started to feel like I was gonna pass out. I started hyperventilating. I suppose all of my extremities went numb. I got really hot. I had to pull over on the side of the road, and I was stuck for a while. And I became so afraid of that happening again that's how I developed the whole panic disorder thing, because I became terrified of the panic attack and I was terrified to drive. The school that I taught at is like 2 miles max from my home, and I was scared to drive to work, and so it was negatively impacting my life. So I've struggled with anxiety, with panic attacks for a long time. And then in 2020, when I got the virus, Lily knows I need her. When I got the virus, so many of the symptoms of, like, if anything were to happen with my heart or anything like that, the symptoms are so much like the symptoms of my body going into fight or flight. Mainly fight, like dizziness, not being able to breathe, feeling like I'm going to pass out, all of those things. And when I was doing my spring cleaning, I took my curtains down and I was hanging part of them back up for my video just a minute ago, and I got dizzy. And logically, I know that I got dizzy because I had my head up and it's kind of bright. So the brightness was kind of coming in. It's not a sunny day, but it's a bright day outside. And it made me feel that kind of dizzy feeling, and I was up on my step stool and I became terrified, and I filmed through it. But I didn't know if I was gonna I didn't know, I mean, I knew logically that it was the brightness and the way that I was looking up. But I didn't know if something was wrong with my heart. And I got really scared and I started to panic. And then as I was panicking, it started to spiral, and I started to get these what ifs, like what if it's my heart? What if my blood pressure's dropped really low? What if I need to go to the hospital? What if my defibrillator malfunctions? This whole list of what is centered around, or what ifs, that used to just not be centered around anything specific. So I knew it was a panic attack coming on, but now it's centered around something specific. And I'm just really having trouble telling the difference between, I'm just always scared and I'm always living in fear every single day. And it gets exhausting, and for my channel, I try not to show that fear, and I keep doing whatever I'm doing through the panic, through the fear, because it helps me. But I was having a conversation with, some of my best friends here on YouTube and myself. We were having a conversation about how sometimes we feel like our videos don't reflect our real lives. And I was thinking about that. And I was going to go hide away while I spiraled, didn't feel well. But then I was like, you know what? This is a time that I can bring my real life to you guys. Because my intention is never to be fake or phony. I always want to be real. Do I bring my family into my channel? No, because it's not their journey. They didn't ask for me to start a YouTube channel. They're off limits. But I want to be as real as I can be, and I want to... Everything is not always okay. It's not always me decorating my mantle, happy for, excited. It's not always me just cheerfully doing my spring cleaning or being a little annoyed with the dogs for tearing up the blinds for the 100th time. Before I get to that point, I go through my mornings and processing my dreams, because almost every night in my dreams, I revisit my time in the hospital alone and not ever knowing if I was going to come home or not. So it had been the first part of my morning processing through those dreams. And then I wake up then I get up out of bed and I have to do all these things that I never had to do before to just make sure my heart is still stable. So I have to get on the scales. I have to eat a breakfast and take pills. And then I worry a little bit, and I have to take my blood pressure to make sure everything's okay. It's not too low before I take my pills for my heart. And then I do a devotional and I meditate, and then I try really hard not to focus on the fear and being afraid. And I get lost in editing videos, sometimes have panic attacks. And I get afraid. And I just kind of want to share that with you guys because that's my reality. My reality is spending so much of my time terrified of the future, of what's going to happen in the future. I've been deep cleaning in the dining room and doing my spring cleaning in there, and there's still some dust left over from the renovations. So I get a little, runny nose, and I worry, like, do I have something that could spread to my heart again? I live in fear every single day, and I try to manage the fear the best I can. I go to therapy. I do all the things. But deep down, I am hurting, and I'm always scared, and I'm always afraid. And I just wanted to share that with you guys because I want you to know that you see part of my life. You see me cleaning, which brings me happiness and it brings me joy. You see that part, but you don't see the other parts. You don't see the struggles. You don't see the panic attacks. You don't see me crying. You don't go with me to therapy. You don't see all that ugly stuff. And it's not ugly stuff because it's me. It's who I am. It's just that I can't show that part because I want my channel to be happy. And I want to bring some kind of happiness to your day. And today, as I'm filming this, it's the 5-year anniversary of the world shutting down. And I was sick when the world shut down, and I didn't know what I was sick with. And I'm so thankful that I have a second chance, but I do get scared. And I don't know if I've ever, I know I've done some videos about my experience in the hospital, but when I first got home, I couldn't walk. I couldn't stand up. And there were times that I did videos and put them out. I didn't do them very often, but there was one video that I was trying to clean the porch, and I just didn't have the energy to clean the porch. And my husband put on my glove, and he dusted the railing for me because I ran out of energy to do it. But I wanted to do the video. And he was doing everything for me. And I had no hair. I had a little hair. So I had on a wig. And I wanted the world to see that I was okay. Not the world, but I wanted to leave. I wanted my digital footprint. I wanted it to be I was okay and everything was okay. But it's not always okay. And yes, I'm health-wise. I can go clean my porch. I can pressure wash it. I can clean the rails now. I can do all that stuff. But I do have times like this. And I have times where I can stop filming. And I can have a panic attack. Or I can have fear. Or I can experience whatever is going on. And then I can move on from that and I can keep filming again. And I don't know, just whenever we were talking about that, I thought about that as I was retreating to have a panic attack. And I was like, I should just say, I'm having a panic attack. I don't want to do that every time, but I do want you guys to know that you're outside looking in and things are always different on the inside. And it's that way with every single thing we take in with social media, whether we're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or TikToks. We're looking in and things are always different on the inside. It's like when you used to want stuff when you were little and your parents would say, the grass is always greener on the other side. It's that same way. And we live in an age where social media is always there. It's always accessible to us. And we're not seeing this. We're not seeing this side of it. I mean, sometimes we can, sometimes we are. But for the most part, we're seeing the fun stuff. We're seeing the things that people enjoy doing. We're seeing the trips that they take. We're seeing the perfect, ideal families, the perfect, ideal everything. And that's not reality. And I guess in ways, I kind of worry about our future generations because I think before social media, I knew that everybody had their problems and that they had their struggles. But now, even myself, when I know people personally, and I'm friends with them on Facebook or whatever, and I've just talked to them and I know they're struggling, but they do this happy little post on Facebook, for a minute, I'm that outsider looking in and I'm like, wow, they have it all together. But really, do any of us have it all together? No, we don't. We all have struggles. I have struggles with my panic, with my anxiety. I took a few hits last year personally. And but you guys see what I choose to show you. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just like everybody else, what I see is what people choose to show me. They've crafted what they want to share. And a lot of it, honestly, is because I take my stuff with me and record at my therapist session. I can't do that. That's not logical. That's not reasonable. I can't put my family on social media when they don't want to be on social media. So I have to just do the best that I can do to be honest and upfront and to be myself on the camera. And when I'm cleaning and I'm doing organizing and all of that stuff, I am happy. But that doesn't mean that I was happy 5 minutes before I started filming, or that doesn't mean that I was happy 5 minutes after I started filming, or that doesn't mean that I had to stop filming and have a complete and total breakdown. That's, I guess, what I'm trying to say is we're all real. We're all struggling in some way, shape, or form. Some of us may be struggling more so than others, but we all have our struggles. And I need, as a reminder, to remember this when I watch YouTube, when I watch TikToks, when I watch television. I need to remember these people, they don't have it all together. None of us do. If we all had it all together, we wouldn't be here, right? Because we're here on this earth to learn and to love and to support one another. If we knew it all and we didn't need that anymore, we wouldn't be here. So nobody's perfect. Even these influencer people with their perfect bodies and their perfect faces, they're not. They're not perfect. They can't be. There was only one perfect person that ever lived on this earth, and that was Jesus. And I believe that Jesus Christ was my Lord and Savior and died for my sins, and other people have their beliefs, and I respect and I'm okay with those beliefs as well. But nobody's perfect. So, in short, none of us have it all together. Not one of us. And not only do I have my health stuff going on, but I'm starting to age too, I'm starting to look older. Things are starting to droop downward. I'm having to do my makeup where my face is lifted more. I'm getting wrinkles. It happens. You don't have control over a lot of things that happen to you. You really don't. I didn't have control over getting sick. But I have control over how I handle things. And sometimes I handle it better than others. But ultimately, we only have so much control. And I just want to be myself, And I am. But I also struggle. And we all do. So I just wanted to say that. So the next time you're scrolling on social media, the next time you're flipping channels on TV, the next time you come across a YouTube video, just remember that person, they're struggling too. And through all of that, we all still need to remember to take time to live, laugh, and most importantly, love.